Delight instead. Jennifer's 3 hearts hammered against her chitinous chest as the human approached. Every instinct screamed at her to flee, but her injured leg wouldn't cooperate. The purple blood seeping from the wound had already attracted enough attention. Running would only make her an easier target. The stories about humans were legendary across the Galactic Council. They were Deathworlders, apex predators from a planet so hostile that 90% of known species would perish within hours of landing there. Their world had liquid water that fell from the sky, atmospheric lightning that could vaporize a ship, and megafauna that hunted in packs. The humans themselves were persistence hunters, creatures that chased their prey until it collapsed from exhaustion. And now one was walking directly toward her. Jennifer tried to make herself smaller against the alley wall of the space station, her compound eyes tracking every movement. The human was male, she noted, with the characteristic forward-facing predator eyes and exposed skin that seemed absurdly vulnerable, yet somehow threatening. He wore the casual clothing of a civilian, but Jennifer knew better than to be fooled. These creatures could kill with their bare hands. "Hey, are you okay?" The human's voice was softer than she expected. Jennifer's translator implant processed the words, but she couldn't comprehend the tone. Was this how they taunted their prey? She had heard that humans enjoyed something called hunting for sport, killing not for sustenance, but for entertainment. The human, Alex, according to the ID badge on his jacket, knelt down slowly, making himself smaller. Jennifer's combat training identified it as a submission posture. But that made no sense. Humans didn't submit. They conquered. "You're hurt," Alex said, his gaze fixed on her leg. "That looks bad. Can I help?" "Help!" Jennifer's mind raced through every tactical scenario she'd learned at the academy. This must be a trick. Perhaps he wanted to get closer to ensure a clean kill. Her people, the Zenori, were strong but built for speed and agility. In her current state, she was defenseless. "Please," she whispered in common Galactic, her voice modulator trembling. "Make it quick." Alex's face contorted into an expression she couldn't read. His eyes, those terrifying forward-facing eyes, seemed to glisten. "Make what quick? I'm not going to hurt you." He slowly reached for a pack at his side, and Jennifer flinched. This was it, the weapon. But instead, he pulled out a small white box with a red symbol on it. "I'm a medic. Well, a student medic. Let me look at that wound." Jennifer's analytical mind struggled with this information. A healer? Humans had healers? She had assumed they only had warriors. I don't understand," she admitted. "What don't you understand?" Alex asked, keeping his distance, his body language non-threatening. "You're human. You should kill me. We were taught that humans are dangerous, that you're monsters from a death world who conquered your planet through violence." To her absolute shock, Alex laughed. Not the cruel laugh of a predator toying with prey, but something warm and genuine. "Is that what they teach you? Man, we really need better PR in the galaxy." He shook his head. "Look, yes, Earth is tough, and yes, humans can be dangerous, but we're also doctors, artists, parents, friends. We invented medicine not just to heal ourselves, but to heal others. We have an entire philosophy called the Hippocratic Oath. First, do no harm." Jennifer watched as he opened the medical kit, his movements slow and deliberate, clearly trying not to startle her. "May I?" he asked, gesturing to her leg. Cautiously, Jennifer extended her injured limb. What choice did she have? If he wanted her dead, she was dead anyway. Alex's touch was impossibly gentle. His fingers, she had read they had 5 digits designed for grasping and tool use, carefully cleaned the wound with an antiseptic solution. Stung, but Jennifer was too shocked to react. "This is going to hurt a bit," he warned before applying a coagulant. He was right. It burned, but he kept up a steady stream of soft words that her translator marked as comforting and reassuring. "You know what's funny?" Alex said as he worked. "Every species thinks they're the monster. The Krillians think they're too aggressive. The Drenith think they're too cold and calculating. But from where I'm standing, we're all just people trying to figure things out." He wrapped her leg in a flexible bandage that adjusted to her alien physiology. then sat back on his heels. There, that should hold until you can get to a proper medical bay. Station Medical is on Level 3, Section B. They're good with multi-species treatment. Jennifer stared at him, all three hearts now racing for an entirely different reason. Why? She asked simply. Why what? Why help me? You don't know me. I'm not even your species. Alex smiled, and for the first time Jennifer saw it for what it was. Not a threat display of teeth, but an expression of kindness. Because you needed help and I could provide it. Isn't that reason enough? He stood and offered her his hand, a human gesture she'd read about. Come on, let me walk you to medical. You shouldn't put too much weight on that leg. As Jennifer took his hand, feeling the warmth of human skin for the first time, she realized something profound. The galaxy had taught her to fear humans for their capacity for violence, their predatory nature, their Deathworld origins. But no one had told her about this, about their capacity for compassion, their instinct to help, their ability to see past species barriers and simply care. Perhaps, Jennifer thought as Alex helped her toward the medical bay, chatting amiably about his studies and asking about her homeworld with genuine curiosity, the most dangerous thing about humans wasn't their ability to kill. It was their ability to make you reconsider everything you thought you knew about the universe.